All right, guys, welcome back to video 7. We're going to be talking about IPAs, not the beer, income producing activities. So we get paid on two things and two things only: sales and sponsoring. So whatever you're about to do for your business, think, is this going to benefit sales or sponsoring in any way? Now, if you're looking for sales, booking parties and following up are going to be the biggest income producing activity that you can do. When you're at parties, like I mentioned in an earlier video, you're going to want to know your bundle and saves. That's going to be a great way to increase your PRV. Also encouraging your guests to bring a friend, that will also increase your PRV. Now, when you go to follow up, remember, it's about building relationships and service. We're not trying to sell someone in these follow-up touch points. We just want to make sure that they're still doing good and see if they have any questions. And my biggest piece of advice when it comes to follow-up, if you're doing follow-up through Messenger or text, keep your text or messages conversational. Do not send a big long text. It just needs to be short sentences. Think about it as if you ran into someone at the mall. You're not going to send this huge long text with like a link at the end. You're going to be like, hey, how's it going? How have you been? And just have a conversation. You'll be really surprised that when you start having those conversational follow-ups, that at the end, they're like, you know what? I need to place an order. I'm out of some bars. You'll be very surprised. Sampling can be a great income producing activity if you're sampling with a purpose, if you're intentional with it. You really don't want to make samples just to hand out to everybody and not get their contact information back from them. So the best way to sample with a purpose is going to be to get the customers that you already have from your launch party, see what they purchased, look at the scents, and see what else we offer in that same scent. So for example, let's say that they purchased Luna. If you can get them something else like laundry or body products or whatever it is, tie them to something different so that way they get out of wax. And I will tell you, laundry and the washer whiffs is like a gateway drug. It is amazing. So if you can sample whiffs, that's my first place to start sampling. Now, the biggest IPA that you can do is going to be to share the opportunity. No amount of personal PRV, even if you're doing events with thousands of sales, no amount of PRV can do what an amazing team can do for your paycheck. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, I just started, give me some time. I want to kind of get my feet wet and kind of see how this works and what I'm doing. You can ask any leader. One of the first things they say that they regret is that they didn't start sponsoring sooner. So one thing that we have in place to make it super simple to help you sponsor is an opportunity group. So you don't have to know anything. You don't have to know any answers to any questions. All you have to do is let me know that you want to be part of that group or your sponsor. We'll invite you to that group. And if someone has a question about something, just search the group for the answer. Add them to the group. You invite them, ask them first. Don't just add them. Add them to the group, tag them in the post that answers their question, and then message them, follow up and see, hey, did that answer your question? Does that work? You guys, what this does is, one, it takes the pressure off of you, and it also takes the pressure off of them, because then they're thinking, well, she didn't have to know the answer. She just added me and tagged me in this post. So that means that I don't have to know everything either. So this opportunity group makes it so simple for new consultants and reinstates to sponsor right off the bat. And that is it, you guys. So I hope this helps. The next video, we're going to be talking about the compensation plan, and you'll be seeing exact paychecks. You'll be able to see examples of what you can make during these first few months with your Scentsy business.